Welcome to Modern Learning on the Air, the InSync Training Podcast, in conversation with some of the top leaders and thinkers in the modern virtual learning space. We'll learn about the latest virtual classroom techniques, creative training initiatives, and virtual training best practices that will engage and empower your teams, colleagues, and learners. Enjoy the show.
Hello, I'm here to dive into a topic that's reshaping how we evaluate training programs. Our episode, From Completion Rates to Performance Metrics, a new era of learning and development evaluation. Whether you're a L&D professional, a corporate trainer, or an HR manager, this episode has a lot of insights for you. I'm going to explore why it's crucial to move beyond traditional metrics like completion rates and quiz scores, and how performance-based evaluation can really align programs more closely with business goals. So let's discuss why it's important for learning and development professionals to move beyond the traditional metrics when evaluating training programs. These old metrics, such as completion rates and quiz scores, give us a limited view of the actual impact of our training programs. Now, they can show participation and short-term knowledge retention, but they don't tell us much about whether the training is leading to meaningful behavior change or improved performance on the job. Which brings us to the concept of performance-based evaluation. Now, unlike traditional methods, performance-based evaluation focuses on assessing the actual skills and behaviors that learners need to perform their jobs effectively. It aligns closely with the business goals because it measures what really matters. Improved job performance, right? Increased productivity and positive business outcomes. For example, instead of just tracking whether an employee completed a training module on customer service, performance-based evaluation would measure how effectively that employee handles customer interactions afterwards. Are they resolving issues more quickly? Are customer satisfactions, scores improving? These are the kinds of metrics that provide real insights into the effectiveness of your training programs. Now let's talk about principles of active and sustainable learning. When we incorporate dynamic facilitation and engaging intentional design into our training programs, we create an environment where learners are more likely to retain and apply what they've already learned, meaning the insights into effectiveness of the training programs will be made. But how do we measure these impacts effectively? Well, one approach is to use formative assessment throughout the training process. These can include things like interactive polls, interactive quizzes, peer reviews, and real-time feedback sessions. Now, by continuously gauging learners' understanding and engagement, we can make adjustments as needed to enhance the learning experience on the job, in the training, right? Now, there's some key performance indicators that organizations should focus on to truly reflect learner performance and behavior change. 1, job performance metrics. Measure improvements in the specific skills and behaviors that the training was designed to address. Number 2, business impact metrics. Track how these improvements translate into business outcomes, such as increased sales, improved customer satisfaction, or even reduced error rates. And number 3, my favorite, learner engagement metrics. Assess the level of engagement and participation in the training program, which can be a good indicator of its overall effectiveness. Now, to implement these metrics, learning and development professionals can start by first setting clear, measurable objectives for each training program. Then, use a combination of assessments, observations, and feedback to track progress towards these objectives. Now, this wouldn't be successful if I didn't share some sort of story with you about the successful impact one organization that we worked with had when they were transitioning from traditional to performance-based evaluation. We'll call this Company X, a global tech firm, who realized that their training programs were not effectively transitioning into improved job performance. They evaluated their performance and then determined it wasn't working. And they decided to intentionally make an overhaul around their evaluation process by focusing on performance-based metrics. Now, they faced a lot of challenges, including resistance to change and the need for new tools and technologies, probably like many of you have felt over the years. However, by involving key stakeholders and providing ongoing support, they were able to overcome these obstacles. Now, the result, a significant improvement in employee performance and measurable impact on business outcomes. Sales increased by 20%. Customer satisfaction scores went up and employee turnover decreased. Now, this success story illustrates the power of performance-based evaluation in driving real business impact. Moving from traditional metrics to performance-based evaluation isn't just a trend. It's a necessity for organizations that want to ensure their training programs are truly effective. By focusing on meaningful KPIs and incorporating the principles of active and sustainable learning and development professionals can create training programs that drive real behavior change and align closely with business goals. Thank you for joining me on this timely topic. If you found this discussion valuable, please subscribe and share it with your network. Until next time.
Thank you for tuning into Modern Learning on the Air. For all your training and services needs, visit us at insynctraining.com. And don't forget to sign up for our monthly webinars, where we cover key topics and trends in the learning and development space. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.